What them do? They lock off the mic. Usher him out.
Lock off the music for the legend.
Oh no. Don't cry. Oh shit. Boy killer. Don't this the youths. Empty the place, empty on the dog.
Welcome to Crime Time News, JA News and Entertainment with a buzz. The videos that you saw at the start of this were some of the more epic performances at the Reggae Fest held at the Barclays Center. We saw the likes of Capleton, we saw the likes of Mr. Vegas, we saw Elephant Man, and we saw Alkaline did very, very good, exceptional performances. However, the news that stole everything was the news that some of the patrons, the audience, walked out on dancehall artist Bounty Killer, legendary artist who was supposed to be the headliner. Now, everything started to go haywire from the start when Alkaline made his performance, and it seems as if Alkaline might have thrown some shades at Bounty Killer based on the song that he did, his newest song that he has out on social media. So I don't know if Bounty Killer that was there felt a little bit slighted. And we heard about the controversy that took place when it was said that Bounty Killer was going to headline and Bounty Killer was going to diss Alkaline based on an interview that he did with DJ Academics. So people, I am going to let you hear some of the controversial things that took place as it pertains to Bounty Killer, what he said while he was on stage performing. And this could have been interpreted as him dissing Alkaline. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Stop. Tell him. Put my blood clot voice on stage. Right. Engineer. Put my voice right here. Yeah. I'm here the headliner. I don't want to be a blood clot headliner. Listen to me. Don't spread the wrong narrative. The general and the general. How we generalize this. Listen, big up all the people that will want to see music move forward. And the one way we can move forward is to coexist. You don't have to eat your wallet. It don't even take unity or togetherness. It takes understanding. Live and let others live. So, God world or God world. And we don't need no more in another girl. I'm just saying, all of us is a part of this, and all of us make sense. So despite the differences, live as one dance hall. That's the only way we're gonna go further. Everybody trying to take a piece of dance hall for themselves, musically with nobody.
So people, like I said, during Alkaline's performance, a lot of persons are going to say that he subliminally dissed Bounty Killer. And during Bounty Killer's performance, some people are going to say that Bounty Killer subliminally dissed Alkaline. It seems as if when that happened, the whole tone of the concert kind of changed and the promoter was not too happy. I am going to show you the actual interaction between Bounty Killer and the promoter, Mrs. Milan. During Bounty Killer's performance, when the set was cut off, the sound was cut off on Bounty Killer, and he was going back and forth with the producer or the promoter of the show that was on stage. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
CJ, have a sing my last song. CJ.
So people, you saw the interaction between Bounty Killer and the promoter of the show. It was not a good look because soon after, or maybe during that interaction, that was when the sets of Bounty Killer was turned off, the sound was turned off. Don't know if the promoter, producer did not like the tone in which the show was taken, and the fact that she saw, or the team saw, that persons were walking out on Bounty Killer. And the fact that it was going to make the show look as if the show start flop out. So therefore, she stopped the damage right at the start. So here's my impression of the whole thing as it pertains to the interaction or subliminal diss by Bounty Killer at Alkaline, Alkaline at Bounty Killer, vice versa. Personally, I'm trying to set the narrative that the people walk out because Bounty Killer diss Alkaline. He said it in the interview that he did with DJ Academic. And persons were expecting some sorts of controversy. And even though Alkaline might have said some things targeting towards Bounty Killer, vice versa, Bounty Killer said some things targeting towards Alkaline when he said that he is the headliner and some people are the deadliner. Yes, the promoter of the show might have felt some way because they don't like controversy, because controversy is bad for business. So even though persons were trying to sell the narrative that it was because Bounty Killer, this Alkaline, that was the main motive for people walking out. The truth and the fact is that based on the other epic performances, I am speaking about the likes of Capitan, I am speaking about Mr. Vegas, I am speaking about Elephant Man, and even Alkaline himself. Bounty Killer that performed in New York at the same venue maybe about a couple of months ago or so. And this is one of the reasons why promoters, whenever they are booking any artist, they want to make sure that that artist has not performed in that venue for a couple of months or so, a safe space. So I say this to say that while Alkaline fan base might have a slight impact on persons leaving, the motive or the reason for most persons leaving is that Bounty Killer performed very late. Bounty Killer's performance, while it might be good or average at best, was not on par with the likes of Capitan, Mr. Vegas, Elephant Man, or even Alkaline. So persons might have been tired, persons might have been frustrated, because while those other artists were singing mostly joyous songs, mostly up-tempo songs, Bounty Killer was singing a whole bunch of gang songs, a whole bunch of badness, and maybe the people was kind of tired. So what that means for an artist that is performing last or the headliner, if their performance is not up to par or better than the performances before that, unless of course you're an artist like Vice Cartel that can solidify and hold the people that might be tired, that might be frustrated. That is what reached Bounty Killer. It was timing. The timing was definitely off. And we saw that Bounty Killer might not have been the person that was supposed to be the headliner. He might have been one of the performing artists, but not the headliner, because like I said, his performance, while it was not bad, it was not up there with the bestest or the bestest of them, meaning the epic performances that I spoke about earlier. So people, I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what Mr. Vegas had to say as it pertains to the safety and security at the show, and why he thought that Bounty Killer should not have been the headliner, meaning the person that closed the show. Take a listen, take a look.
I see some man try go in front of the man dressing room door. The security them there, you can't go in there. And me try to go yell the artist to tell the artist, say, yo, great show. And them say, yo, no man. Because them don't want that. Security them say, no man. Secured. They put on Alkaline. I was so impressed. We go into the crowd to go watch Alkaline. So after Capitan or the headliner, you put on Shensia, and then you put on Alkaline. Nobody will walk out, brethren. Because Alkaline now, which I've performed with Alkaline when in the earlier days of my career, is night and day now. He's a man just come out in business, him just Alkaline. I've watched him over the years. Alkaline, I used to watch Alkaline perform. I was so impressed. We go in at the crowd to go watch Alkaline. Key right, song placement, straight, and it's not Vegas or Elephant Man type of jump up. It's not Cape Town type of jump up, but it's such a performance way, dominant performance way. You as a fan, you know what I see? Certain energy after that. Alkaline raised the bar. Don't go man, you can bring after that Cartel, Bridging. If Cartel is not on the show or Massacre, Alkaline off the show, off the close.
Now, people, when we think about what Mr. Vega said, and based on the outcome of the show, it is quite true that what Mr. Vegas is saying is true, because Bounty Killer did not really have a good ending to the show. Now, I don't know if it is a thing about the time, meaning that he overstayed his time and they had to cut off the set because, you know, say, these places are not run like Jamaica. United States, especially New York, they have ordinance. That means that if the show goes until 1, goes until 12, come 12 o'clock, everything shut down, regardless of whoever it is, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a viral video that has been making its round all over social media, in which it shows dancehall artist known as 450, the girls them pets, the new Dexter Daps, the new Lover Boy in a dancehall, have some big songs out there, very popular. However, while this artist was performing on stage, he had some lollipops in which he took off the wrapper, and the girls were feeling him up while he was on stage, and then he decided to put a couple of those lollipops in a couple of mouths of some of these women that were their patrons. And obviously, like it was scripted, they were sucking on these lollipops. So people, I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what took place, and then I'll give my piece. Now, people, I did not know Jamaica is a type of place that artists are famous people. Once upon a time, back in the days, people say celebrity, and it was like, it's just an average man or average woman. However, we see that has changed significantly. And maybe it is because all of the money that these artists are making, all of the cars, all of the mansions, all of the luxury that we see them exposing on social media. So it seems as if whenever you are broke, you become very frightened. One thing for certain and one thing for sure is the fact that the ethics and morals of people in a Jamaica, especially this generation of Viper, it has changed significantly. In other words, I am saying that one time people used to have pride, people used to have dignity. However, that has long been eroded. So we see say a lady or a couple of ladies was feeling up on this man, cocky, feeling up on the side of his pants, on him balls, rete, lele, blue, blah, blah. Now, people, what this shows also is the double standard. Because had this been a female artist and some male patrons were feeling up on her, person would have said, no, man, this is sexual abuse. So like I said, this is double standard in its worstest form. Now, people, when we think about these young ladies that are out here, a lot of them are in relationship with men. A lot of them have kids that they are taking care of. A lot of them are guardians. However, if they are not setting any sorts of example for themselves, then how are they going to set example for children? So when we see stuff like this on a daily, weekly basis, videos always trending over social media, it tells you that this is not an isolated incident. It tells you that the moral fiber of society is gone, where it seems as if we are now living in an anything goes nation. And the most despicable act shows that Jamaica, the whole of Jamaica have become TikTok, despicable act, despicable nation, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, based on the performance at the Barclays Center at Reggae Fest, I spoke about the artists that had epic performances. And I also spoke about the drama on Passa Passa. As it pertains to Bounty Killer and Alkaline, we saw that there was a whole bunch of stuff brewing on social media if Bounty Killer is going to rush Alkaline at the show. Well, Mr. Vegas pretty much came out and he explained everything in intricate details. A next bit of Passa Passa and mix-up that took place as it pertains to the camp of Alkaline and the camp of Elephant Man. And this is based on a video that has been making its round on social media in which persons from both camps were passing side by side of each other and there was no sorts of hail up, no sorts of none at all. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what took place, and then I'll give my piece. Now, people, we should not be surprised based on the camps, based on the fact that Bounty Killer is the one that put Elephant Man to the world, based on the controversy and drama that has been going on between between Bounty Killer and Alkaline. If Bounty Killer does not like Alkaline, then it is loyalty for loyalty, especially somebody that puts you out to the world and make you make a whole bunch of money, make you a rich man. You're always going to defend that person, especially when it comes to the dancehall space. Now, the truth and the fact is that every man can have a mind of his own, meaning that if somebody in a problem with somebody and you don't have any problem with that somebody directly, that means that you should allow people, like me always say, cockroach don't belong in a foul fight. Point blank and period.
In front town, and no phone no come and talk about hand-on goods. No product where come from the general and the king is not a hand-on. It's a brand new raw second hand. Give me your hand, baby. Mwah. My butter leg princess. My butter leg.
This princess not going nowhere.
Nowhere.
So you're say, my princess God. No, this princess is stay in. Look how nice.
Yeah, man. Them a try to they know say me jump off a bridge, you know, you know. It was hand down, go up, pussy was. No mama hand down. Listen, all me a come from hand down. My mama had to pick in for other man before me daddy pick up it. I suck on us.
Actually, too nice. I don't start. But I still not hand down look so nice yet. I eat.
I know me buy the
I got a
I know me buy the makeup, I know me buy the piece of ponytail with that.
So the next thing that is popping in the news based off the video that you just saw, and a series of videos that have been making their round on social media, where it is alleged that dancehall reggae artist Khago and dancehall reggae artist singer Angel is in some sorts of relationship. And that their man and wife are going to be man and wife. And we saw videos with Khago making preparation, buying all sorts of BMW, all sorts of high-end vehicle for the Angel and her son, and preparing the house, building a pole and a tall wall so that nobody can peep over the tall wall. Now, people, you have the supporters and then you have the detractors. And the detractors are saying that the Angel, Donut, and Khago is doing this as a publicity stunt. Well, people, here's the thing. We must agree, the Angel and Khago, they are very hilarious. You and I know it does not take a rocket scientist to know that they are not in any sort of relationship. What is also obvious is that they've been making good music. And we say Khago has been in the wilderness, then him find a beat and him find a song, and he is helping the Angel as he goes along. So therefore, there is nothing negative about that other than the gimmickry that we see on social media. But we should all realize that when it comes to dancehall, when it comes to reggae, when it comes to social media, sex sells, gimmick sell, controversy, drama sell. Purses are capping. So even though most dancehall music fans would just want them to concentrate on the music, we are living in some serious times, and whenever you can get a laugh, that is harmless to anybody. We should just take it for what it is. We know that they are capping, but we should just accept it. The times have definitely changed. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.